Hiyas. Well, I haven't done enough fortification apparently. Here we are installing some more fence. Yay. It is added value, so whatever. I'm digging it. I really like doing it. Let me show you what's happening. Wow, and with the magic of time-lapsing film editing, we're in the ground. Unfortunately, the weather's really picking up, so I was in a rush, but I set the two. You can see the one way down there. And they each got two 80-pound bags. Oh, yeah. Well, and so here we are putting in another gate. The neighbor's dog's not stoked. We're going to put a little 4-footer up. Look at this. How cute. It's the same as the other gate. But so, right there is unfortunately, I got to get that rock out. That's a rock. But what I'm going to do is set another one there, one in this distance, and then we're all set down the line. And that's going to create a little buffer because my dog likes his space. So, alrighty then. Well, and so this is kind of the theory. Dug it in, I dug that out. Kind of want it level. I got that spare there to refill that hole. And then so I'll set a T-post right at the end there. And one more T-post, split the difference. I'll be able to run the wire. All right, and well, now the gate's in place. So I have to manage this gradient here. It's pretty silly. It's right on the gate. So, you know, I can get a post super close in there. I'll ride this line up. Maybe I have to strike a couple of these rockers, get the fence down a couple of inches till it gets to level. But that swings pretty good. I had to dig that. I mean, can you dig it? Almost, Axel. We're almost ready to have you free ranging, buddy. And so this last 30 feet here are all set. I put this post in the middle. This one's 10 feet off the wood post. Next one's 8 feet. And the last one's 8 feet, and the gate's 4 foot. So unfortunately, I had to move that post back. I'd wanted it like there, but my goodness, there's something down there. And I just squirked around it with this. So I guess this is gonna be how it's gonna be. I cleared this ground a little to make the slope up with the fence. Keep it tight to the ground. This is gonna be a real tricky spot to manage for the dog with this big bush here, and I'm gonna really get the fence in low. But yeah, so then we'll have a new little gangster's paradise. Like a big old, you don't want to walk into that. You're gonna have a bad time. But look, it's like a little preserve back here. All the pretty stuff. That's that mesquite and that big beauty. There's another big beauty in and down there on the other side. So we did good. I didn't really clear nothing for this. I had a little trail already. So let's see how the wire goes. So this is where the wire is gonna go. I'm just gonna roll it out. All right. And well, burning daylight. Had a day today. Showed you the 12-foot gate. I got a 4-footer in. I chained it up, but then I started getting some fencing done. I had to allow the light. I wonder if I could get 100 feet done. And I did. Got 100 feet done. So, and as I was going along, I was digging it in. And this is what you call tuning them. Just put a little tension on it. After they're made, you go down the line. And just give them a little twist. So you do that in a couple of spots. It's pretty rigid. I'm going to do the same rebar pattern. And again, this is to keep the dogs separated here. And you know, I should have my own fence line. So this is 100 feet. That's what we got left. Another 100, 130 something. So you hear Axel in the background. He is not stoked. But alrighty, we're gonna pick this up again tomorrow. And so, because of my OCD, I have to do the fence exactly the same. So using the wheelbarrow to move the rocks from the rock collection. And so rightio, so here we are at the end of the first 100-foot roll and doing it symmetrical. My OCD won't let me. And this is real strong anyway, pushing out of here. But this was fun because I pulled the truck and then I had to hump these over the fence, 4 feet over the fence. But so I love it. Load number 2 in place. There's some real ginormous ones here. Gosh, I tell you, somebody's got any hot ideas? Alrighty, Operation Rock is complete. Down to the end there. Look at the trucko. We did a little 6-wheeling today. 6, because it's a dually. So it's drizzling. I'm gonna start plugging at the next set of wire. And so what I did there was like 5 or 6 feet left. I cut that. I'm gonna use it for the gate. And I'm gonna start this next one on this same post. Awesome. And then so when that's done, then I gotta go and schmutz the rocks in place. But it was a lot easier to set these rocks than it was to go over the 4-foot fence. It's coming along. A couple more steps, maybe another day. So this is pretty much the process here. So I tied it on to this post and it made a pretty nice seam. I mean, I busted the wire trying to make one of them, but you know, I like that. It's, you know, got the connections both on the post. It's got 2. So, and then you just go, you make the next one. So you just kind of pull, mess with the wire a little. I trench the ground a little, get it low, and then go behind and tune it like I showed you and position the rocks. Hoorah. So, and as you can see, we're driving the trucko in for front row, but usually it's definitely a good strategy to not run your fence over. We'll see. Hopefully it just rolls out. Well, hoorah! This is a done deal. Well, I've got about 10 more feet of rocks, but so this ended up being roughly 220 feet of fence. See, I got the truck right up in here and it got the rocks. The one more step we'll do is the 5-foot rebar, but otherwise pretty dialed in. Axel's super bummed. He can't get out. He's just running around looking everywhere. So it's about 224 feet of fence and the 4-foot gate. So I just humped the rocks from around the property, drove them in the trucko, and Violet. The first 100 feet of fence was rough because I had to hump the rocks over the fence or around, but then we dialed it in. So here we go. I'm hoping. So yeah, tomorrow, because you see it's getting dark, too dark to see. So tomorrow I will put that scrap of fence on that gate finish that 10 foot, and I do have spare rebar to accommodate the 24 pieces that I'll need to finish this project. Of note is this rock, forged in the flames of Mordor, moved to brace the fence. And well, as promised, the screen is on and looking pretty good. Well, and with that, we're gonna wrap this up. That's a nice new addition to the property, 224 feet. We walked it last night. I'll give these posts another couple of weeks or so to really saw it out, and then I'll just lop off the top there. I'll bring out my little saw and cut it off, and that will be the end of it. And so this is the final breach point. Still got one other little thing. Those stakes I set, I'm gonna put them in concrete. He's been digging at them, but we're pretty secured here. I can definitely, the dog's gonna be running around, so I'm pretty stoked about that. He's definitely showed me how to build a great fence. Well, all right. Apparently there's rain coming today, but right now we're getting some solar battery power. So we'll charge and conserve. I won't use any heavy tools today. I'm not gonna get to the rebar today. That'll get in, and I'll just put a picture because I don't want to break out the whole operation, and it's supposed to really downpour. All right, there he is, the inspiration for the fortification of the perimeter. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks for showing Daddy how to build a good fence. Thanks a lot for watching.